started from the gutter. Shout out to the moon, we ain't never going under. Hits on my old town slugger. Why after what?
The NFL playoffs are on EA Sports, and we've got a packed house here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. Tonight, it's the NFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the Los Angeles Rams and the Atlanta Falcons. Twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. They're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Third and short yardage. Mariota looking underneath. He's got Akers. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up the first down.
Powers through him. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big pickup there on the run. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
Carl Joseph up from his safety spot to make the play. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. Mariota. Dancing to his left. His throw incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time, separation. That's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They go play action. Mariota. That's out to the flat for Akers. And he will not get what he needed as he stopped short of the first down at around the 22. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. Decision made for Sean McVay. They're going to go for it. Mariota to throw for it on 4th. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
After the interception, here's Stafford. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
To throw again on 2nd down. Stafford got a man. It's Patterson, complete. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game too. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Stafford on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. He's been doing this for more than a decade now, showing that he's still got that arm strength from back when he was the #1 overall pick.
And we knew that this offense was going to try and put pressure on the secondary. That was something they talked about with us. They knew that they had an advantage, pressed it, and there you go. Big play for a touchdown on their very first possession.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they do the interception and finish off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 61 yards rushing for him already. A terrific first quarter here to begin the playoffs. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll try to throw now. Mariota eluding the pressure right. He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Play action now. Mariota. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, to me, there was no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But they'll get away with it and get another shot on 3rd down.
On third down. Akers. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Six 0 our score after one. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They'll run for it with Akers. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. From the red zone now, Mariota. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw is Mariota. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Cam Akers there to make the grab. And the Rams have tied the game with the extra point to come. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. From the gun, here's Stafford. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
On first down, Stafford here. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Throwing again is Stafford. Over the middle, he gets it to Patterson. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's a 2nd down.
At the 38-yard line.
Out of the gun, Stafford. He finds his man, complete. It's Patterson. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They run with Patterson. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
He had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short, definitely was a great time to dial one up.
Off of play action, here's Stafford. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing is Stafford. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Patterson. And they'll get this down to the 10.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
This one left side caught by Patterson. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Patterson on the carry. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation. They're going to run this with a tight end. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Going with their tight end on 4th. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Rams defense comes up with a goal line stand.
Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defensive front, they won the battle of leverage and created a push back into the opposing backfield.
And for the offensive coordinator, whether you had 1 yard to go or 20 yards to go on 4th down, now you're probably saying, oh, maybe I should have passed it, right?
Yeah, hindsight is always 20/20.
There to stop him on the defensive side, Lorenzo Carter. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On the give, this is Akers. And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd down, Akers. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Here's Thomas Morstead now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. On 1st and 10, Stafford. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And Patterson not going to return this. It'll come out to the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you just wonder.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That one is going to sting. First play of the 3rd quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this 3rd quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
Akers has got the first down and then some. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. 137 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the wild card round. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On the handoff, it's Akers. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down at the 31.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier. I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Now Mariota on 4th down. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
They'll run on 1st down. Akers, and able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll run here with Akers. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup at about 3. 2nd and goal from the 1. Akers, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Cam Akers his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams add on to their lead. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive. And how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is up to 8.
14, Falcons 6.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. It's a big play there for Atlanta.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. Now it's Stafford. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game.
Touchdown, Falcons! Dallas got it. A 14-yard touchdown. And now the Falcons are within a 2-point conversion of tying up the game. Now Stafford will come up, trying to get his guys a 2-point conversion. Stafford's going to try and throw for him. Complete at the 1. And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 163 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. They'll check this down to Akers out of the backfield. That catch good for only a couple. Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Off the play fake, Mariota. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
They go play action. Mariota. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
On third down, Mariota. That's out to the flat for Akers. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now fourth down. 1 quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down. Now Mariota. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On play action, Mariota. Sliding out of the pocket. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And the Falcons are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows a defense to tighten up their coverage, and they pick that one off.
After the interception, here's Stafford. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
2nd and 6.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Stafford now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
On 2nd and 12, Mariota. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Mariota from the gun on third down. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Gay's kick is good, and they take a 17-14 lead. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
No return here for Patterson, so they'll begin things at the 25-yard line. Going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And this will be a Falcons first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Patterson. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 41 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Alert!
They'll try the air now with Stafford. Eluding the pressure right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good. And
because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. Stafford. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. On 1st down, Patterson. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Gets a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Stafford. They'll roll him out right. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down. A carry here for the big tight end. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. How many people watching this one right here gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. To throw, Mariota. They'll dump this off to Akers. And he's out of bounds with a 1st down with 11 seconds remaining.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the 1st down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have as well as they understand where they are on the field?
They'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be a 2nd down. Now Mariota. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. Now they do indeed get the timeout, so all is not lost. They'll have a chance for one final heave to the end zone. couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. One last shot now for Mariota. He's going to let it fly. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off. And the Falcons are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. Well, one win down, still 3 to go to get to the most hallowed ground in sports, but a good start.
A terrific start because they get to move on. Unfortunately for the team that lost, it's a long offseason ahead for them now.